What is going on, Jaguars fans? Welcome back into the Fan Cave, where we talk about everything and anything Jaguars. My name is John O'Leary, and today I want to do kind of a video close to what I recently released, where I talked about the high-tier free agents the Jaguars should be looking at. Now I want to take a step back, and I want to lay out a couple players that the team might sign, probably won't, but I just wanted to make sure you guys were well informed about everyone and anyone that was out on the free agent market. And hopefully the team may sign one or two of these players. A lot of them have a lot of veteran upside to them that could really help out one of the youngest rosters in the NFL. So let's roll it. All right, so the first player on this list is the defensive tackle from the New York Giants. His name is Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, Dalvin is someone I am personally very, very high on. He does have the veteran upside that we were hoping to get last year with Al Woods and Rodney Gunter. Unfortunately, they both didn't play last year. But on the brighter side of him having that veteran presence, he's also a very, very young player. This is his first look at a real NFL contract outside of his rookie one. But Dalvin has been a great role player for the New York Giants. He was a member of the 2017 All-Rookie team, which was a very good class to have on for the defensive line. On top of averaging 50 tackles a year at the defensive tackle position. Now that's just a great. You can tell he's a big run stuffing defensive tackle, weighing in at 318 pounds, 6'3". Man is a monster on the defensive line and can be that great role player that this Jacksonville Jaguars defense needs to help stop one of the worst run defenses in the National Football League. So now this is where the list might get a little wonky. You probably won't agree with these, but I do believe that they could be pivotal role players within the Jacksonville Jaguars offense or defense. And it started off with the running back out of Atlanta, formerly the Los Angeles Rams, Todd Gurley. Now, this is the tale of two running backs, honestly. Los Angeles Rams Todd Gurley was playing at an All-Pro, potential MVP, 2,000-yard rushing season before he ended up becoming injured, and just things spiraled out of control with him and the Rams. He ultimately signs with the Falcons, and honestly has had a pretty good year. Averaged 3.5 yards a carry as the feature back in Atlanta, 678 yards and 9 touchdowns. I believe that would be a good just a second fiddle, essentially, if you will, to running back James Robinson. He is a little bit quicker, better out of the backfield, receiving the ball, and I do believe he might be a good upgrade for this Jacksonville Jaguars running depth chart. Now, we've talked about the offense a little bit. Let's talk about the defense. And I believe a position on this team that really could use some help is the corner position. Now, Henderson had a great year last year. You know, he really started off strong, kind of feathered out a little bit, but ultimately had a pretty successful rookie campaign playing as the number one corner on this team. Now, someone I really believe could help Henderson progress as a corner in this league is the corner out of Arizona, Patrick Peterson. All reports coming out of Arizona are that he potentially is going to be a free agent this year. And when you look at him overall, he has 7 interceptions in the past 3 years, 20 passes defended, 120 solo tackles. Those are pretty good numbers. You know, we look at Jalen Ramsey's numbers where he's like, oh, he only has 1 or 2 interceptions. Yes, because the teams aren't throwing his way because they're just that good of corner that the opportunity to throw them the ball or the ball their way is just not there. So I do believe that these are adequate numbers for Patrick Peterson to have, and I believe Patrick Peterson would be a great addition to this Jacksonville Jaguars secondary and be that real veteran leadership that to show corners how to play at an All-Pro, Pro Bowl level that Patrick Peterson has been playing at for a decade, essentially. Now get ready for this. I'm going to throw a crazy fastball at you. Outside linebacker out of Denver, Von Miller. Now, like I said with Patrick Peterson, all reports coming out of Denver that Von Miller's contract that contract option worth $17.5 million will not get picked up by the Denver Broncos, and Von Miller will become an unrestricted free agent. Von Miller would fit perfectly inside of what is expected to be a 3-4 Jacksonville Jaguars defense. He would be that quintessential pass rusher that can really show Josh Allen and Caleb Von Chase on how to play in a 3-4 defense excellently. And honestly, that is something this Jacksonville Jaguars, that front seven can really use, is that exceptional veteran leadership. You talk about someone that's won a Super Bowl, someone that's been to numerous Pro Bowls, been an All-Pro, That is Von Miller. Von Miller he's averaged 12 and a half sacks in his career. That is an insane number. Averaged 20 QB hits a season. You want to talk about getting after the passer? That is 32 hits averaged on a season, really, with 12 and a half of them being sacks. Those are great numbers. It's almost a sack a game. What this Jacksonville Jaguars defense was just dilapidated and mundane and boring, honestly. When you look at the pass rush that they were getting, it looked like we were rushing two every play. And Von Miller would just be that absolute and energetic spark, even at the young age of 32. Some might even say he's still in his prime. And when Von Miller is looking at potential teams to join, I hope he looks at the Jacksonville Jaguars and says, I'm going to go hopefully win a ring. And I'm going to teach Caleb Von Chase on and Josh Allen how to be great rush outside linebackers. And I'm going to go win a Super Bowl ring with Trevor Lawrence. I can only be so hopeful, but I really do think Von Miller would be a great addition to this Jacksonville Jaguars defense. Now, rounding out this list of players that the Jaguars might be looking at for a veteran presence or just that solid mid-tier role-playing free agent, I'm gonna finish it with this player. This guy is someone who a lot of Jaguars fans aren't too high on. They do believe he is the third or fourth best at this position, at a very pivotal position. I personally think I think he is like a second best option for the team. I do believe he's better than anyone we have on the roster. It's a player that hasn't missed a game since 2016, only allowed 4 sacks this last year, and he's playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's offensive tackle Alejandro Villanueva. Now, he is someone that Jaguars fans have said we don't want. He's just another Cam Robinson. I personally don't believe that. I believe he is an upgrade from Cam Robinson. Now, he is not a Trent Williams. He's not that level of elite left tackle. But I believe this is a last-ditch effort if, for whatever reason, Cam Robinson doesn't want to sign here. And Trent Williams decides, no, I'm going to go chase a ring. I'm not coming to Jacksonville. That's what's going on. And this would be a last-ditch effort, but I do believe Alejandro Villanueva would be a good left tackle for this team. He is still pretty young, and at the end of the day, he could be that, just kind of plug the hole for a little bit. We get a left tackle in the draft. George Warhop teaches him up in how to be a left tackle in this league, and hopefully mentors that left tackle to eventually take that role. But I do believe Alejandro Villanueva would be a good left tackle in the league, with Spot Track comparing him to the likes of David Bakhtiari, Nate Solder, Dwayne Brown. And those are all great, I would say elite left tackles in the league. And they would be the top of the franchise or the free agent market if they were to get free agency. Now, I'm hoping that doesn't come to that. I believe Trent Williams is going to get the Brinks truck backed up to his front door from the Jacksonville Jaguars and say, come play for us. And I believe Urban Meyer is going to work that recruiting magic, and he's going to bring that magic to the NFL, and he's going to be getting us some top-tier elite free agents. And hopefully, we never even have to talk about Alejandro Villanueva in a Jacksonville Jaguar uniform. But in the event we do, I believe he is a good, adequate option for this team. All right, Jaguars fans, I know that might have been a bit of a controversial episode, and some of you may not agree with it. I'd love to hear you sound off in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to have some discussions with you. You know I'm always vocal about that. But as always, stay safe and go Jaguars.